Hi, I'm Rob and it's Guild Wars War 4 and today is Yellow Day. So use all yellow mana using troops to get the best score you can. Today up against Gordrew. I know I said a couple of days ago I was going to stop showing my Guild Wars battles for a while until the battles got harder because we are in a new guild rising up through the ranks and I couldn't see much benefit to posting these fights, but yesterday we had a surprise really good team to fight against which changed that. So rather than just keep on chopping and changing, I'm going to stop. No I'm not. Yes I am. No I'm not. I'm going to just show all the battles and yeah, just try and make them interesting if I can. Right, so today we're up against, first opponent is sorry, oh dear, there's 3 different ways you can read this. This player name can read it as Dreet Ass 69. You can read it as Dreatas 69, or you can read it as Dr. Eat, and yeah, the rest you can read. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was worth doing this already, even if it's not a very good team. Absolutely awesome stuff. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is a really low level player. This is like a brand new player, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Worth it for the title alone. Well done, that person. So, deal 6 scatter damage. And Baby Dragon deals 2 damage to it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it is what it is. There's not a lot we can do about it while we're rising up through the ranks. This thing is going to happen. So I don't want anything powerful like this which takes a long time to get charged up or long term in relative terms. So I'm just going to change something which I know can do the job quick. The Wild King, Rope Dart, Starflower, King Selenus is normally a really good team. On Yellow Day, King Selenus giving all Wildfolk allies a 50% start with mana. Starflower is a Wildfolk, she gets that 50% chance, does damage to all enemies, which is really handy against stealthy opponents. So life and death teams sometimes, they're often stealthy and you can hit stealthy opponents with damage to all in that way. And there's a 20% chance to transform a random enemy to a pixie, which is quite a lot of fun when it happens because pixies are rubbish. And a 50% chance to fairify a random enemy at the start of her turn can increase the damage of her spell, as well as anybody else that casts upon said opponent. Rope Dart you probably know all about, eliminates armor from an enemy, deals damage, pulls them to first position, and if you have this thing fully upgraded, it is also going to give you an extra turn and entangle them at the same time. Absolutely amazing weapon. Right, and the Wild King enrages all allies, gives them attack, creates a mix of skulls and yellow, which is really cool. Right, but no need to have him in first place on this. I'm going to change the team around, bump Starflower to the top. As soon as she gets charged, that damage is just going to win the game straight away. So I probably need to change my banner for this. Yeah, because that's the banner I would have if I had the Wild King up the top. But this team doesn't use brown, so I will change to that and see what we come up with. Want purple and yellow, really. There you go. Banner of Madness. No need to look any further. That is absolutely ideal. So, if anybody uses this team against more stronger opponents, then the talent trees I would normally go for are something like Serendipity. I think this one's irrelevant, unless you bump your hero to the top, where you'd, or the bottom rather, where you'd want Mage Lord. Anti-Magic Sphere, Tactician, don't need that because you're going to get a 50% start because of King Selenus. Mentor, always handy. Tree of Knowledge, very useful, gain enchant when matching green. And Mystic Channel. Alright, so let's fight. Just double check all yellow. Yes. So we're looking for yellow if we can. We can obviously take skull hits if we like to reduce received damage back, but it's not going to be a lot. We can just get our troop up and win. I don't know how many points you get for this. Technically, you might actually get less points for winning so fast because You get bonus points for doing 4 times damage than the opponent, which we would have done there because they only hit me with a low level skull hit. But mana efficiency is another thing. If you collect 4 times the mana of your opponent, that is more bonus points. So we would have done that because they didn't collect any mana. So basically, I've only got to collect 4 mana to effectively get 4 times more mana than the opponent. But anyway, 3,220 Guild Wars points there. And Starflower was the MVP. No way. She was the only one that did anything. Yay, I got MVP, she says. And this is the only person in the guild by the look of it. So yeah, this is going to be one of those days. But hey, this is a good little team I've shown here, which you can use on Yellow Day. Really effective. Let's just do it again. Right. Okay, so what do we think about the price of cheese these days? It's going up, isn't it? It's rather expensive. Cheese is expensive. In the UK, milk has gone up. Everything's gone up. And electric. Use your oil-filled radiators in the UK right now, the electric ones, rather than your central heating. Save you an absolute fortune. And take the nip out of the air as well. Oh, we got a different opponent. I was just minding my own business there. Axe of Chaos. 16 damage to an enemy. 1 champion talent, but nothing really else to worry about. Dark Maiden. Transforms yellow to a chosen colour. Gives a boost to life. Midge Swarm. Scatter damage to all enemies twice. And Fire Lizard. Right, a little hint for newer players here. This is another Warlord class here. It does rely on getting some of your traits on the initial class up to level 3. But if you can, pick something like Archer class. And if you've got a 3rd trait, 15% chance to kill somebody with skull damage. If you get a skull hit, there's a 15% chance you can just kill, and you never know what can happen. You can just get a lucky 4 match with a skull hit and then get another one, and get 2 quick deaths. Pick anybody that's got Devour. If you've got any troop in your team that uses Devour, pick them. Anything that does Deathmark from the start, pick that. It's like really, really good if you can. I know some of them things are harder to get on the higher traits and talent trees and things like that, but they are there, and some of them are pretty straightforward to get. So Deathmark can just happen at any time. Devour, if you get that, and you can change the game on that. 15% chance to just kill someone on a skull hit, that Archer class, 3rd trait, things like that. Really, really does help, and you never know. But some people don't care, I take it, at the same time, but hey-ho. If you're interested in trying to win or just get some really surprise wins where you wouldn't ordinarily expect to do so, then that is certainly the kind of thing you should be looking to do. It's not going to kill everybody outright, so we'll see if we can get our Starflower up. This is a long battle, this one. Oh, let's cast this just for a bit of fun. This is a veritable epic of a match. Right, Starflower is going to get the glory again, but not before she got a minor little poke from there. The troop at the bottom there. That was 1,460 Guild Wars points. Should only be a couple of months before we get to the more interesting brackets. We're going up 10, 15 brackets a time, so we're going to be in the nitty-gritty stages pretty soon. Ah, okay. European 07. Slightly higher team score here. Damage to the first enemy. Damage to an enemy, and if they're a boss, deal extra. The Peanut Explorer. Mana Generator. Knocks one of the first 2 enemies to the back and deals a bit of damage. And Corpse Mare. Okay, so yeah, nothing really, again, to worry about there. It is what it is. Grab a 4-match anyway. May as well get this one because we're going to pick up red at the same time. Bonus wallop. Everybody's dead. So I suppose I can show a different team every video. I'm not going to swap and change teams around all throughout these battles because it'll make the video really long for, you know, really straightforward battles really, and it seems a bit unnecessary. God 6. Well, if you've got a name like that, you should be able to live up to it, but hey ho, we all have to start somewhere, and it's a better team. We have a 13,500 team here, so this may change stuff. Deathmark, the strongest and weakest enemies. See, there you go. Against the stronger enemies, Deathmark is a really cool way to go and deal damage to them. Champion talent, see what we have to be wary of. Start battles with 50% mana. Gain bonus purple from purple. Horned Asp deals splash damage and inflicts bleed and poison. And has a fast start. See, that's the way to go again. Start battles with 75% mana. If you're going to be up against any sort of tricky opposition, getting going first in Guild Wars is one of the key things to it. And you got the weapon here starting with 50% because of the champion talents. This is starting with 75%. It's the way to go. Creates 6 skulls boosted by bleeding enemies, and Shaman of Set chooses a colour, creates red equal to that number of gems of that colour, and inflicts bleed on a random enemy. Let's see what health they've got. They've got quite a lot of health, so I would probably switch this team back to how it was before. Just don't want to get death marked. If they let the enemy death mark you, that little bit of luck can come into play, and you can be in a spot of bother. You can lose a troop very, very easily. Right, they give me red and yellow, but I'll grab the 4-match first. Don't mind taking that skull whack from them because I'll be doing more damage. This will give me yellow and green. I can't say no to that. Oh, well, they creep in death up if it survives this. It didn't. Getting a couple of hits in though. Right, I can give them that skull whack, or I can use my rope dart first. It's guaranteed an extra turn, so I'll do that. Grab them to the top. Starflower will finish off the top troop. That fairy fire has come into play, but it's not much use because they're going to die anyway. That's going to soften up the opponent underneath. Oh, we lost one. That was clumsy of me. I didn't actually pay attention to what I'd done. See, even at these levels, pay attention to what the spells do and what the troops do, because I should have killed that one first. I should have roped out that one first, but got complacent, didn't look at things properly, and I've lost a troop because of it. My fault. Anyway, not too concerned about the scores I get just at the minute. That will happen as we go up the brackets into the higher echelons of the stronger brackets where the fights are consistently more challenging. But there it is, 1,681 points today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again next time. Oh, hang on. Check the bonus scores. Check the total scores. So 9,413 altogether. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.